Okay? All right, will you do me a favor? Just go hang out in your room for a minute while I talk to Mr. Bauer in private.
Okay. You were wrong about a lot of things. But one thing you were right about is that I did love him. And I'm really sorry he's gone.
I understand that you're grief-stricken. And my heart does go out to you and your wife, but that does not give you the right to walk into the house of a fragile and a traumatized young woman and abuse her some more.
Your daughter is a pathological liar, and you're nothing more than a child killer. You make quite a nice little matched set. My son is dead because your daughter lied and then you ran him down with your car. And if you think that you're just gonna walk away from this without consequence, well, that's not gonna happen. I can promise you that. I have a surprise.
What happened?
Clara pulled the offer. Looks like Eddie can't replace Sonny after all.
Well, I'm glad because I wasn't looking forward to spending the next 10 years visiting you in prison.
I know that I gave myself up without talking to you, and I was wrong, and I'm sorry.
Maybe you need me to remind you of your own words. When the system fails, you fix it from the inside.
You promise to stop me again if I ever sound like a self-righteous windbag.
When would you ever speak?
That's a good one.
Yeah, I know. Seriously, I understand disillusion. I've been there more than once. The thing is, you just can't let it sink in so deep that you give up altogether.
Clara offered Sonny a deal.
Wow, so much for prosecuting him to the fullest extent of the law. What kind of deal?
Lesser charge of manslaughter and 5 RICO violations in exchange for a reduced sentence.
How long?
10 years.
That's not great. I mean, it's better than nothing, no?
Oh, that's not even it. Jason's offered himself up in place of Sonny. Like, can you believe that offer was actually on the table? That Jason could be allowed to sacrifice 10 years of his life on the altar of Sonny Corinthos just so his kids wouldn't have to testify against him.
But that's not happening.
Oh, Claire shot it down.
Well, that's good, right? I mean, Claire was tempted, obviously, but she didn't succumb, and then the wheels of justice keep turning.
Yeah, but Morgan takes the stand again? I mean, that poor kid is terrified that he's going to say the wrong thing that's going to get his dad sent to prison. I mean, it drives me crazy that these kids have been made to suffer for all the choices that Sonny's made and the role that I played.
How?
I convinced myself that I could shield Michael and Morgan from the worst that comes from this trial. And that any blowback would be worth it because Sonny would be out of their lives. But is it? I mean, what if their lives are changed forever by what happens in that courtroom? I mean, am I any better than the prosecution at that point?
Did you and your brother Michael ever discuss how your stepmother Claudia died?
You asked me that before.
Objection. Morgan, that's called asked and answered. And I couldn't have said it better myself.
For context, Your Honor.
I'll allow it. You can answer.
Yeah, we talked about it.
And what did Michael say?
He said it was sad.
Sad. Is that all?
Michael said a lot of stuff, some of it I can't even remember.
Specificity might help, Miss Walsh.
Did your father or his lawyer tell you how to answer my questions?
Objection!
Clearly the boy has been coached. Notice his demeanor since the last time he was on the stand.
Objection, Your Honor, and I respectfully request that smear on my reputation be expunged from the record.
What she said, the jury will disregard prosecution's allegation.
I am not going to waste everyone's time. Clearly, Morgan Corinthos is not going to add anything remotely helpful. No further questions.
Miss Miller?
Just one, Your Honor. Morgan, did Michael ever tell you that he saw your father kill Claudia?
No.
Thank you.
You've been a very good witness, Morgan, and the court thanks you as well. You can step down. Proceed, Ms. Walsh.
Since my pivotal witness is still unavailable, in the interest of expediency, the prosecution rests, but reserves the right to call Michael Corinthos III to the stand, if and when he is located.